Millie Bobby Brown's new sci-fi movie makes the record-breaking Season 4 of Stranger Things look ridiculous. Brown has starred in Netflix's Stranger Things since 2016 as one of the main protagonists, a girl with supernatural powers called 11. The American show has been highly praised for its take on the monster horror genre, and Stranger Things Season 5 is expected to release in 2025. Brown has also starred in other hit Netflix productions recently, including Enola Holmes and Damsel. However, there is one upcoming Netflix movie for Millie Bobby Brown that is expected to be her biggest production yet. The Electric State is a sci-fi adventure movie which follows a young orphan called Michelle, Millie Bobby Brown, as she searches for her younger brother in a 1990s post-apocalyptic America. The Electric State will release on Netflix in early 2025 and is based on a graphic novel by Simon Stalenhag. Brown is also joined by Chris Pratt and Anthony Mackie in The Electric State, who star as her companions, a smuggler and his robot sidekick, as well as Ke Huy Quan, Stanley Tucci, and Giancarlo Esposito. The film will also be directed by longtime Marvel directors, Anthony and Joe Russo. Millie Bobby Brown's The Electric State movie has a $300 million plus budget. The Electric State is on par with Star Wars. The Electric State has a shockingly large budget of $320 million, making it the most expensive movie that Millie Bobby Brown has starred in. Both Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and Godzilla vs. Kong, which Brown starred in, had a maximum budget of $200 million, which means that The Electric State will somehow exceed movies from the MonsterVerse franchise. Considering the potential exploration of a dystopian US, The Electric State's large budget makes sense as it accounts for the size of the world and the beings and robots that dwell there. The Electric State's $300 million budget will lead to the movie being in the top 20 most expensive films of the 21st century, alongside similar budget movies like Pirates of the Caribbean, At World's End, Justice League, and Star Wars: The Last Jedi. However, despite its large budget, Justice League was DC's biggest box office bomb, making less than its break-even of $750 million. Therefore, a large budget doesn't necessarily mean a large box office result. However, with Stranger Things fans eagerly awaiting Season 5, interest in Millie Bobby Brown may just increase the likelihood of The Electric State's success. The Electric State's budget is already way bigger than all of Stranger Things Season 4. Stranger Things' success allowed its huge Season 4 budget. Hawkins being invaded by the Upside Down. Season 4 made Stranger Things Netflix's most expensive series, but Netflix's new movie, The Electric State, has a budget that trumps Stranger Things by $30 million. Stranger Things Season 4 was released in 2022 and was highly praised for its visual effects, emotionality, and soundtrack, which is not surprising considering it had a $270 million budget for the entire season. The show was such a hit with viewers that it caused Kate Bush's Running Up That Hill to hit the charts again 37 years after its release, and Metallica's Master of Puppets to reach #1 on streaming platforms. At around $30 million per episode, Stranger Things Season 4 budget is shocking, but the horror series already had previous success which allowed them to take such a risk. With The Electric State, however, there is no established franchise beyond the graphic novel and the movie will be going directly to streaming, which makes Stranger Things' budget risk seem like child's play. There are plenty of low-budget sci-fi movies which are better than blockbusters, therefore it seems like such a huge risk for The Electric State to have this big of a budget for a standalone streaming movie. The Electric State's budget is still a big risk after the Russo brothers' last Netflix movie. Netflix is taking a risk with the Russo brothers. Ryan Gosling as Cortland Gentry, Sierra 6, in the poster for The Gray Man. The Electric State's budget is a huge risk for Netflix because the Russo brothers' last Netflix movie didn't do so well. The Gray Man, a 2022 action thriller starring Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans, is another Russo brothers production based on a book. Despite having a budget of $200 million, making it one of Netflix's most expensive films, it received mixed reviews from critics due to cliché and pacing, and has 45% on Rotten Tomatoes. As Netflix does not disclose data regarding its theatrical releases, grosses were estimated and The Gray Man reportedly made $200 million in its opening weekend.